Hello guys, I'm Mr. Silk. Are dating coaches and dating methods dead 2024 and soon 2025? Well, there are some truth in it. I've been in this field for 2 decades and I've seen a lot of methods come and go. And specifically now, the last 5 years, basically, I've seen it decline rapidly. And soon it feels like the area of dating methods and dating coaches are basically disappearing. And how can something so important for men just disappear? Well, I think there are 2 reasons for it. And the first reason is that the methods that had been taught to men over these 20 years time has been short-term and short-lived only. You see, the dating methods that have been taught are mostly based on you being good at one thing that is very limited and short-lived. For example, if you have a book that's going to teach you script-based routines and gimmicks in order to make a conversation going, what is going to happen here? Well, it's going to make you attractive as an actor. She will be attracted to you as an act, not as who you are internally. And that's a huge problem, because if you're going to build a relationship with a woman, sooner or later, it's a lot sooner than later, those routines will be gone. And now you're just standing there, just you, in front of her, trying to be attractive. But she saw you being attractive based on those limited, short-lived routines. So how can you get away from that and just be general attractive? Well, that's very hard to do. And that is what is the biggest problem with all those methods. Even though they are different, they're all based on being good at external factors that are short-lived. And that is why I believe methods of the methods just disappear from the market and as a method, because it doesn't really work long-term, only short-term. So what actually works then? What do I believe actually works? Well, in order to be good with women, you have to be good with people. And if you want to be good with people, you need to increase your competence in social skills. You need social skills to be good with women. There is no question about that. You need social skills. And when I say social skills, it is quite broad, it's quite big. And dating and attraction is a part of the whole area of social skills. So social skills is a must. So let's dig a little bit deeper. What is social skills exactly? Well, it is communication, and specifically interpersonal communication. So when I say interpersonal communication, what is that? Well, it is a segment of the general communication that focuses on relationship building and emotional connection. And this is something that has been proven and scientific research since 1950s by the university faculties. Even the best schools in the world, like Harvard, Berkeley College, University of California. You can take MIT, you can take Stanford. All of those Ivy League schools have been studying this one extensively. And that is what I go with as well. I believe that is the secret sauce for making things work if you want to be good with women. Because being good with women involves interactions. And here's another cool thing. We have seen that while men are getting attracted towards women visually, very strongly, it doesn't work that way in women. Women get strongly attracted towards you internally, meaning you have to have a real conversation with her in the right way for her to feel real attraction towards you, and that involves social skills. I would be wrong if I would say only dating skills or attraction skills tailored for you as a man to attract women. That would be wrong. It's much more accurate to say social skills, because that is what it is. Social skills is a must. And now let's go to the second point, and that is learning something that's going to evolve your competence in the future. So if you're going to compare the old dating methods or those dating methods that are out today, what they are doing is to make you good in a certain limited way, a scripted, routine-based way. You might be able to open, by saying hi. You might be able to crack a couple of jokes, telling an interesting story that includes you a little bit, where you're going to indirectly tell her how good you are. If you're going to be good at that, that is the only thing you're going to be good at. And it's going to become a habit, and then you're stuck there. You're just going to become what we used to call a routine monkey, doing the same thing thing over and over again, being good at that particular story, that particular joke, that particular gimmick. But trust me, sooner or later, all these gimmicks and short-term routines, scripted routines will be gone. And then now you're going to stay there like an idiot because you don't know how to handle the situation. Your brain are not trained to handle that situation. Your brain is just you knowing how to perform those routines. And outside of those routines, your brain hasn't been changed. You are just you. When you learn social skills, on the other hand, that is constructed to increase your emotional intelligence, what is happening then? Well, part of interpersonal communication training, you will learn how to listen. And then you're going to create a habit of listening. So you're going to, without thinking, listen to what people are saying piece by piece. So that is also a habit that you're going to learn if you learn interpersonal communication skills. But here comes the big difference. Once you're learning how to listen and hear a couple of things that you might be very interested in, because it's many times not what people are doing that you're interested in. It's actually how and why they're doing what they're doing, or why they are liking things the way they do. In order to be able to do that, you need to first listen as a habit, and then you need to learn how to ask questions and really be curious towards what the other person has to say. That is a skill that involves your cognitive engagement in conversations. What happens when you engage your cognitive function? Well, it tends to expand. It tends to create and affect the neural pathways to make you more intelligent, to make you more solid, to make you being able to handle complex situations for real. The routine-based stuff doesn't teach you to evolve your cognitive function for real, but interpersonal communication and being curious do. So when you go into the area of social skills, you become a better person the more you utilize the right methods to become really good socially. So there is something we used to call in the world of neuroscience, and that is neuroplasticity. And this part involves a specific area we call experience-dependent neuroplasticity. That is when the brain adapts you to handle complex situations, whatever that complex situation might be. Social interactions are complex situations for the brain, complex situations. So the brain has to be adapted to really handle social interactions you have with women, because one woman is not the same as another woman and a third woman. They're all different. They're liking different things. They have different experiences and so on. So your brain has to be able to handle that complexity in order to handle the situation. Methods that don't involve the involvement of the brain in that way tend to be very short-lived. Methods that involve increasing your cognitive function, your cognitive engagement, tend to be the ones that are meant to be long-term. And that is why I believe old dating methods dies out and real methods taken from the academic area are those that are going to be long-term, and it's also going to be the methods that are here to stay. Anyway guys, if you like this video, make sure to watch this one because I explain more about this particular area.